Going live. We are live. Okay. Hi guys, and you're welcome to the Just My Opinion podcast. And
Okay, Tanam, wait. It's contrast, not just my opinion.
sorry.
You see?
Sorry.
Don't worry, keep rolling.
you know, do you
Go
know what
on.
happened? Hold up. I was editing Just My Opinion podcast. That's why I'm like
So the thing is
directly
still
into
in your
this
head.
now.
The thing is still
Oh god.
in your head.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Hi guys and welcome back to the Contrast podcast. So yeah, sorry for the mistake. Sorry. So today we're going to be talking about the benefits of United African entertainment. But before I go and explain like why we decided to talk about this, Debbie,
Yeah.
you want to say something?
No. I almost said
You're good.
disrespect. I'll just have to record that thing and put it as a sound bite. Like, I think I'll just do it as a sound bite. When anything just happen, I go disrespect. This kind of videos these comedic videos that when you watch them, if something
Yeah.
happens, you go with sound bite. Stop. Like they change, put some local and say da, or just put it disrespect. Okay, so it's about to be a monitoring platform, and this whole week, in fact, I've been packed. Like I've been so. But Contrast Podcast is a unique show, like a unique audience where we share a lot of shit. So I must always make time for Contrast because this Contrast started this whole collaboration thing on this. You see, most Eta, me and you don't start so 2 years here, other YouTuber don't start copying. So just know when it starts, just
Definitely.
start saying you need your accolades.
Right. I need
I
it.
need my credit. Yeah, so okay, I think that's it. Today's topic we'll be talking about. See, I don't gonna want to take moderator a place for the talk about the topic of today. Moderator,
Feel
take it
free.
away. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So there was this concert, this African Union and Afrima and Trace TV decided to come together and have this concert, bringing together different African entertainers from different parts of Africa, and it was really beautiful. I didn't get the chance to watch it live, but I watched it after that, and
Yeah.
it was just a whole beautiful event. We saw Salatiel and Sarkodie and Tofan, like from different parts, everybody coming together.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like this is the beginning of this. I'll not say it's the beginning because I think behind the scenes there have been this talk of artists from different parts wanting to work together.
Yeah.
We know some time ago Salatiel was talking about having an is it Africa? I've forgotten the name of his album, but it's Africa something album where he's trying to work with artists from
Yeah,
different parts of
yeah,
Africa, all talking about a one African entertainment.
yeah,
And the way it's been spoken about, it's like I would say it's being romanticized. It's like people get this feeling like, okay, this is what is going to take Africa from this level to like this level, like
yeah.
above.
Mm-hmm.
So talk about like, do you think there's going to be this benefit of African entertainers from different parts coming together, or do you think it's not really going to make a change?
In making a change, it will obviously have an impact on
Yeah.
African culture, the way African artists collaborate. The problem
Mm-hmm.
is the process and the things they have to go through to make it happen. Because all these artists, they have somebody in their pocket or they are working for somebody, like they are signed to guys that call the shots, so they cannot just move on their own unless it's an independent artist, that can make
Mm-hmm.
that kind of a thing happen. But when it comes to doing, most of the names you've called, those are guys who are signed to major record labels, and I don't think those record labels, like if somebody is signed to this record label and the other person is signed to this record label, those two record
Mm-hmm.
labels may be rivals. Like when it comes to having the most sales, they may competition in the market, like the music market. And
Yeah.
yeah, to let their act collaborate with an act of the opposite side, or this whole thing is like a wish what African artists want, but
Mm-hmm.
behind it, the process to get to where they want to be is almost like a country looking for independence. So
Oh,
it's going to take
it's going to be
time.
difficult.
Woo, really difficult.
Yeah, Fallon Mo is here. Hi, welcome. Please
Yeah,
drop your Fallon Mo.
my enemy,
Drop the sound.
my enemy is around. Don't drop sound
Right.
in vain. Don't drop sound in vain, Fallon.
Yeah. So I get it. Like when record labels are involved, it's
Yeah.
kind of difficult for artists to come together. I remember the time when Magasco and come together and do a concert, a live show on Instagram.
Mm.
Then record labels got involved. This one didn't put somebody's
Yeah.
logo, and it
Logo,
was
and you see,
everything
it
just
was over.
cancelled. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I understand the whole difficulty with record labels coming together. We see artists who are even signed to these major record labels
Mm.
still saying they want to go in that direction. Did you catch the recent Billboard edition of where the future Tiwa Savage, Davido, and Mr. Easy?
I
Did
do
you
not
see like the pic
watch
online?
Billboard magazine like that. I don't follow it like that unless somebody shares
Okay.
it or unless he's talking about. I don't know. I'll just go to Billboard to check the numbers. Like when somebody drop an
Mm-hmm.
album and I like it, I'll just be curious to see how many units they push or where they fall on the Billboard list, like
Mm-hmm.
top 100, top 10, and all that. Yeah. Or if somebody was making mouth laws, somebody was just saying, okay, I'll be number one. And all like when they drop it, I just want to see where they fall. So those are the kind of things about. But reading the magazine and looking at the cover of the magazine and all that stuff, I don't usually.
Yeah, so I don't usually read Billboard, like I read Billboard around here. But
It's
why
online.
I
Billboard is online. You pay it, a subscription.
yeah, I'm not willing to do that. Anyway, so
Ah,
anyway, why I got to know about it is because the future Tiwa Savage,
mhm,
Davido and Mr. Easy, and there was all these buzz and people were talking about it. That's why I got
mhm,
to know about it. Then I went to their Instagram page and read the article which where they interviewed these three artists. Now, these
mhm,
three people, mind you, Davido and Tiwa Savage are both signed under huge record labels.
mhm.
Mr. Easy is independent, but the people who were like really talking about the United African Entertainment
Is it
want to do
independent?
together. It's yeah, Mr. Easy is independent.
I don't know. I think Mr. Easy was signed to Sony, something like that. If not Sony,
No,
I doubt
do
it.
it,
Mr. Easy
yeah.
signed to somebody.
During the interview, right, he was asked like, what are some of the challenges he independent artist, and he was saying, well, for him in the beginning it was really difficult. You know, in the beginning it was like his friends who helped him put together some money, and he said when he started making a name for this record label to approach him with really huge sums of money, but he turned it down. And now when they still approach him to do deals with him, they approach him with even huger sums of money. What he was talking
Yeah,
about.
Easy had a sponsor. It was his friend
Mm-hmm.
in the UK. He had a guy when he was
Yeah.
about to release that his first song. He took 10,000 guy to push that song, like to release it, do
Mm-hmm.
everything, and that was what exploded, started this whole movement. Mr. Easy has one been in Europe. Like yeah, he started in Europe. That's where he had passion for
Mm-hmm.
music because he was one of these kind of guys who organized. He was one of these guys who organize shows abroad in the diaspora, like artists back home to come and perform, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
he he saw that thing was easy, like he mastered it, and he just told himself, why not just do the music and market myself the way I market these guys? You know, it'll be easy.
Mm-hmm.
So he jumped into music and started trying out the thing, and it was working for him. That's how he had his first blow up. Because even when he was explaining when he blew up, he was talking about his songs blew up abroad even before Nigeria or Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was what even
Yeah.
made him see the monetary side for the even the popularity side of it. Then you're trying to cross over to the money side.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. So now we have somebody like Mr. Easy. You know, this is Empower Africa 30 thing where one Cameroonian rapper was even taking Young Megan. So with projects like that coming up, things like that happening, I
Mm.
think it having a united African entertainment becomes more possible because let me say identify these people from different parts of Africa, and
Mm.
he's not just limiting himself, unlike the other things which have involved like a Pan-African endeavor where it's mostly the English part of Africa. We know the Big Brother Africa was mostly English part of Africa.
Mm.
So this one, he's not
But they
limiting
turned
it to
down
the English
Cameroon
part.
though.
He's going, what?
They turned down Cameroon.
Yeah, you know, for most part, they consider Cameroon as French.
Yeah,
Most people
that's how it
consider
is.
Cameroon as
Because even on
French.
the
Like,
papers, the books say Cameroon is a
uh-huh.
French speaking country. Yeah.
Yeah, even
Okay.
sometimes when people hear you're from Cameroon and you speak English, you're like, you speak
You speak
English?
English? Yeah, I get that a
I'm
lot
like,
too.
French is
Yeah.
instead a foreign language to me.
Yeah.
So basically what I was trying to say is all these kind of projects coming up, it becomes more possible, and it's like it's like a possibility that this United Africa entertainment
Yeah.
would happen. Now, if it's possible, I want us to talk like, would it be advantageous for us as a whole? Let's say, let's not just look at Africa, let's look at Cameroon.
Mm-hmm.
Will it be advantageous for us Cameroonians? Do we think like if Africa becomes like one, we might, because the risk is we become overshadowed by the big dogs like
Yeah.
Nigeria, all these people who have already made a name for themselves. If we
Mm-hmm.
all group ourselves as this kind of one entertainment, will it in a way kind of erase the Cameroonian entertainment, or will it help Cameroonian entertainment be boosted up to a higher level?
It's a win and a loss because it makes
Mm-hmm.
it a level playing field. You know, it makes it a level in the sense that everybody release music. It's still not gonna be the same. Because it will still bring in traction to these African countries who still have small industries like Cameroon, even though Cameroon had one big industry at first and it
Mm-hmm.
failed, yeah. But it's still going because all these guys who have bigger industries already, they already have bigger networks. So when they drop their songs,
Mm-hmm.
you still perform more than these newer guys. Advantage of the because this whole thing is networking. Okay, they want to take
Mm-hmm.
advantage of that networking to reach a larger audience and the market, like to spread their market. But those guys who already
Mm-hmm.
own the bigger share of the market, it will just be like swallowing the smaller ones. You get it?
Yeah.
So it will
Mm-hmm.
just and the playing field. It will now go to if you can access those machines that is bigger, like this A list, like these bigger companies have. If you access it,
Mm-hmm.
every time an artist like you give them the possibility to even hit a jackpot and have some kind
Mm-hmm.
of opportunities that those guys have.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So GK is around.
You get okay. I think those are very
Yeah.
good.
Right.
Those are very good. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I get it. And on Chakara TV, I'm trying to go in the Africa direction. I'm trying
Mm.
to go in the
No, I
international
noticed it, and I
direction.
was thinking that since she's going to Africa in general, I think I should start by
Mm-hmm.
Cameroon, like the Cameroon news I was
Mm-hmm.
given. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But the timing
Yeah.
you
So I'm
mentioned,
going.
I don't know if I can do that.
Yeah. So now my fear is, like when Nigerians get on a platform, it's like
Yeah,
they
they
kind of
swallow
take
it.
over, like they pop, yeah, it's over. So now my fear is, okay, if you're going like in that Africa direction, Nigeria floods in, then when you put up updates on Cameroon, you find yourself Cameroon updates not doing very well,
Well, yeah.
or you want to go topics talking about Cameroon,
Mm.
Cameroon topics not really doing well, then you start feeling discouraged to go in the Cameroon direction. And yeah, so that was what my fear which I had. It's even the same thing when I want to think of going towards the French direction.
Mm.
French too, when things go French, it's like
It's difficult
overshadowed
to
the
go
English.
back English. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the dilemma I was facing.
Mm.
But then again, I was thinking, what if you have all these different African countries coming in, and
Mm.
then you get to introduce them to the Cameroonian entertainment world, which is the very thing with us having a united Africa platform. It's like, if we know Stanley Eno has already had some collaborations with the
Yeah.
Davido and everything, but the songs which they did, we will not really say there were any hit. But
Mm.
just say, let me say, Salatiel is working with. He says he has featured some South Africans like Amanda Black, and just for example, that song becomes a hit in South Africa,
Mm.
introducing the Cameroonian market to South Africa, expanding the Cameroonian market. So for
Mm.
me, I see it. There's a risk of going towards that one united Africa direction, but
Mm.
also there's an advantage of having a greater market, having more people tuning into the Cameroonian sound. So we have another person joining in today, Daniel Samba, and
Okay.
he agrees with me.
Okay. Who's that to Daniel Samba?
Right.
Yeah. Who's that?
Yeah, so all of you guys tuning in, just let us know, like, what do you think of a united Africa entertainment? What are some
Mm.
of the benefits that we'll have? What are some of the disadvantages? Do you agree? And also, I know we have already had a topic where we talked about some of the collaborations we'd like to see, but this topic is still in line with that. So if there's some collaborations that you think will really help, bring to fulfillment the United Africa Entertainment, drop it in the live chat. We'd love to see that. Yeah, so there'll be is there
That
any advantage you have thought about of like, I know we're talking about some of the disadvantage.
yeah.
What advantage will you say is of the United Africa Entertainment?
And yeah, I just received a message now from Locals team, and I was right.
Mm-hmm.
They accepted Sunday. So Sundays ago. Yeah, I was
Okay.
afraid they'll go with because he has a show on Sunday. I thought they'll go with Saturday, but at least I
Uh-huh.
won't have to tell somebody to move. So the
Yeah.
advantages of that collaboration, that move, is
Mm-hmm.
artists
Do
from
you
smaller
think if
countries
do you think yeah, sorry. Mm-hmm.
artists from smaller countries who have the opportunity to meet and collaborate or present their work to artists from bigger
Mm-hmm.
countries who value art, not fame. Because there are some artists
Mm-hmm.
who value authenticity, like they want to collaborate with guys who can bring something new to the table, even if you are not known.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Mm-hmm.
in these smaller countries, there are some artists who have that, but they don't have the reach, like the networking to
Yeah.
reach those guys, or they don't have the
Mm-hmm.
access to those guys. So, if you have that
Mm-hmm.
United Africa, if it happens, because that's some sort of a stretch. But if it happens, that will be one of the benefits, like to have the opportunity to collaborate. One, that's the first one. The next one is to facilitate touring. Like if an artist
Mm-hmm.
release their song, since you collaborate, you're reaching more markets because you've reached the guy who's a part of the bigger market. Like when you
Mm-hmm.
collaborate, you reach that section, like his crowd, his fans, you reach those guys.
Yeah.
If your projects do well there, then you can tour there and make more money. That increase the venues of touring and number of tour dates
Yeah.
and the streams of revenue for smaller artists and even the bigger guys because person need the time money. So when they see that it will increase their longevity, like how do they say it? Longevity? Is that longevity or is
Yeah.
longevity? I don't know.
Longevity, I think that's the
Yes,
thing.
longevity.
Hopefully that's it.
Yeah, increase their longevity. So they'll just
Uh,
like to partner with these new guys who have the hot sauce, like have the sauce at the moment. You know, they
mm-hmm.
like to partner with them to, yeah, like Drake. Like Drake has stayed for this long because he keeps tapping down to the new guys, like keep tapping the smaller guys, getting the
Mm-hmm.
newer vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how it is.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
some of these
yeah.
bigger
He always keeps
companies,
it fresh.
yeah, some of these bigger guys, artists who feel like they are legends, they have already been solidified, and everybody listening to them are already familiar with the kind of sounds they bring to the table. They want to find
Mm-hmm.
something new from the smaller guys. So that's one big advantage. So it's a win-win for
Mm-hmm.
everybody because
Yeah.
you are not going to be A-list forever.
Exactly, exactly. So we have Rosalind Tablet tuning in. So that's actually my mom tuning in. Hi, say hi guys.
What's
Give it
up?
up. Greetings
No,
from
I'll give.
Killa, USA.
Yeah, yes. I got
Right,
misunderstood.
exactly.
Yes, let me give her
Yeah.
a clap.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in. So
Yeah.
yes, so I
The last time my
that's a
brother
point
tuned
which
in, today is your mom.
uh,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, so that's something I didn't think about, like the tours, the possibility of artists touring. For example, when you see Cameroonian artists touring, they mostly go back to the French speaking part of Africa
Yeah.
because that's where their music is really received. So now, if they get to collaborate with these English speaking African countries, then they have the possibility of targeting Nigeria, Ghana, and the rest. So Fallon is saying if the African entertainment unites, it's gonna be great because most artists will have better exposure, hence collaboration with other great artists from different countries. Exactly. That's like in line what Deliby was saying, like the exposure.
Yeah.
It's what we're really going towards. So now, remember when we are talking about collaborations between different artists, we are saying like if this artist collaborates with this artist, it's not really going to have any effect. I remember we spoke about Daphne. We were saying Daphne fans don't really want anybody in a
Mm.
Daphne track.
Yep.
Yeah. So now there's this collaboration which I hope happens someday. Sarkodie and Salatiel. Do you think if Salatiel collaborates with Sarkodie, there's going to be this flood of Sarkodie fans becoming Salatiel fans?
Nah. Mm-mm. I'm not sure.
Why?
But real,
Why?
but at least. Oh boy. Nah, because but Salatiel have reached to Ghanaian fans because Ghanaian fans will listen to it
Mm-hmm.
because of Sarkodie, and not like they'll become Salatiel fans. I don't know why I have the feeling that the song will be streamed even if even if it is a Salatiel song, it will have more
Mm-hmm.
streams than the one he has right now because it's combined. But
Mm-hmm.
making he'll gain some new fans. Yeah, of course he'll gain some new fans, but majority of them will just come to pit to see who this guy is. Like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, because you
what
know
was my
why most people gravitate towards Sarkodie, especially like Ghanaians gravitating towards Sarkodie, is the whole he sings in their language. He sings in Twi. I think that's the way the language is called. So now there's this guy who will come in not singing in the language. They might not actually fall in love with him because he's not giving them what
yeah,
they can
what the
relate to
no,
their
but
own.
Ghanaians speak English. Salatiel speaks
Yeah,
English unless he goes there,
yeah.
he goes on the track with French.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But there's this person who I remember when she did this. I was talking to my brother. And he was like, "Yeah, this is a business kind of business move." Yemi Alade, you know her song for Nagori Win, no Nagori Win.
Yeah,
So she actually did a version in I've forgotten the language, but I think it was like a Kenyan language. She actually learned the language and did a version in that language, and that version was received more by the people from that country. So we
yeah,
have some messages flooding in. Daniel Samba says there are hit battles between Nigerian musicians. Why we Cameroonians don't also do hit battles?
yeah.
So
He
last time,
battles. I
yeah,
wanted to host it.
you should do that. You should do that.
No, YouTube
Netosi
will copyright
and
strike me.
MI, it just
Mm-mm.
happened.
Like, YouTube will
No,
because I want to do, maybe I'll do it on the Only Town Facebook page.
yeah, they do it on Instagram, they do it
Instagram
on
because
Facebook.
Instagram doesn't because
Yeah.
Instagram doesn't give that copyright strike thing. But if I
Mm-hmm.
do it on my
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, they may strike me. If I do it on my Facebook, Facebook to strike sometimes. If you don't know,
Okay.
Facebook strike. So I may do it on my. I can't host it on my Instagram
Why
unless I
not?
sponsor it. No, because I can't have access to them like this the way OBS work. You can't do it on Instagram. So I'll just need to be
Oh.
like a sponsor of it, and that's the
Uh-huh.
only way. You just be the sponsor and gain some sales, like you marketing a merch, and that merch is like the sponsor of the
Yeah.
event, yeah, something like that. I think I would do that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I think you should advertise it on your YouTube page,
Yeah,
then get the audience from YouTube going to Instagram. It will be a nice way
yeah,
for your YouTube audience to travel that way. Yeah, I think you should. So GK says forget that. I don't know why are we forgetting. Is it
yeah. You
the
mean that?
collaboration?
No, that beat hit for hit battle kind of thing. Maybe that's when GK is
Okay.
dismissing.
Yeah. Then he says Nigeria and Ghana don't like us. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Not
Do you
that they
think
don't
so?
like us. They don't believe we are up to standard.
Okay.
Yeah, because we haven't shown them that we trust what we have. That's why they don't. Not that they don't like
Mm-hmm.
us. They don't trust what we have because we don't trust what we
Yeah.
have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of does this presenter Tabitha Helen? I think I spoke about it last time when she went to the
Hmm.
Nigerian TV channel and they asked about the Cameroon entertainment industry, and she was like, Cameroon entertainment was is a baby industry,
Yeah.
and people were saying you will never see a Nigerian introducing their industry like that. That you should hype up your industry so the
Hmm.
people listen and will want to tune in and see what you guys have to offer. And also, she did this interview in August 2019. That was after Salatiel had collaborated with Beyonce. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes. So I was like, this Nigerian presenter was saying, I don't know any, does Cameroon even have an entertainment industry? That's after a Cameroonian has been on a song with Beyonce, after Cameroonians have collaborated with Nigerian artists. And I'm like, maybe she, like, was she just trying to throw shade? And if I was in that,
No, she's
if I
not
was
wrong
asked that
because
question,
yeah. If you
yeah, if
ask
I
the
was
question
asked
about
that
what,
question, I would have quoted like there are Cameroonian artists who have already done these
what if she
collaborations with
doesn't
these
know?
people. I'm just for me, I'll make her feel like, for example, right? When
Yeah.
I say I don't know somebody and you tell me disrespect, I feel kind of her, I should know that person, right? When you're like, it's outrageous that you don't know that person. I go and do research and I'm like, I should know that person because like not knowing the person is not, it's not acceptable. So for
Yeah.
me, I would have made her believe like, you don't know these people, like really you don't know these people, so that she should do that research next time and not feel comfortable to say, does Cameroonian entertainment industry even exist? Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When she, if she gives like an answer like that, okay, sometimes she's just giving what she knows. You cannot penalize her for not knowing what she, to say what she doesn't know or to give what she doesn't
Mm-hmm.
have. You know,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you may ask questions, like after asking that you may ask, okay, it's a baby industry, but
Mm-hmm.
if you recognize it as a baby industry, it means it has come to your reach, it has come to your
Mm-hmm.
attention. So who are the guys in that baby industry that actually make you recognize that they even have an industry, not to talk of it being a baby industry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
in a case like that, it's up to the interviewer or the journalist to expatiate, like to, not to, and a disrespect.
No,
Because that's
now,
disrespect.
yeah, exactly. Like disrespect to our whole industry. It was so disrespectful.
Yeah,
Anyway,
but it also
so
depends. If she doesn't know, you can't like sometimes
yeah,
you don't
so
want to say
now
disrespect.
she was asking the question. Now is this presenter who is from Cameroon, who probably was there to promote the Cameroon entertainment industry. She's the one who called Cameroon entertainment baby industry. I'll also say she was put on the spot, and all that on the spot camera and the effect of being on a TV show out of your country. Let's just say maybe all that put was in play for her response. Let's look at some comments which are flooding in. So Falomo says, I don't think that collaborations will make any difference. Do you think so?
Mm,
I think they will make
sometimes
some difference.
it depends on the market.
Mm-hmm.
Collaborations it won't make any difference when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
like you, like in Cameroon, like an artist in Cameroon collaborating with another artist. It depends now on the song. One, two,
Mm-hmm.
collaborations work if both artists on the song promote their song like it is theirs. Like if the big artist promotes the song like it is his song, it will benefit the small artist. But if you just believe that him just jumping on the song will work, then Fallon is right. It won't work. You
Mm-hmm.
just
Mm-hmm.
jumping on the song and him releasing it, and you don't do anything just because your voice is on it and you think you blow off or you take off. That those things don't work like that. It
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. Yeah. So she's right, and she is. Yeah, she has a point.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Mhm.
When you're talking, what came
Because
to
there
my
are
mind
so
is,
many artists who have
yeah,
collaborated and nothing has happened. AG, Daphne.
Daphne collaboration with who?
How many? Tell me a hit featuring Daphne.
So a hit featuring Daphne.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. When the Futurists did their collaboration with Daphne, that one was it a hit? I think it was a hit at that point in time, right?
Which song?
Futurists. I've forgotten the name of the song, but they did a collaboration with Daphne. Um, I've forgotten the name of the song, but I think it was a hit. Yeah.
I know. Yeah, I don't think so. But I just believe maybe that thing they felt it as a hit, capitalizing of the hit features just had.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. But I don't see any, even two renowned artists like Daphne and somebody else. Like even Daphne and Salatiel come sad, that song wasn't a hit. Instead, the thing just
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it clashed. Like Salatiel
Mm-hmm.
fans and Daphne fans came together and splashed the whole thing. They just made a mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
It did not work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So what comes to my mind is when Stanley Eno did the collaboration with Diamond from,
mhm.
yeah, when he did that collaboration, and then when Mr. Lee also did his collaboration with Flavor, a lot of people came out saying it was a wasted collaboration. I remember Dufa Valerie
Mhm.
actually said like they would have done a new song with those people. They had an opportunity to get in touch with a new audience. Then they took a song which was already a hit, and he felt like they wasted that collaboration. And my point of view was, it's true. If it would have been a new song, it would have been
Yeah.
better. It would have added to the archives of the song they have done that became hits, right?
Yep.
But I would not say it was completely wasted, because I do believe like some of those people, their fans sipped onto the Mr. Leo and the Stanley Eno. So I don't
Yeah.
really think it was totally wasted in a way.
You're talking about My Way remix because
Yeah,
it's
My
not
Way
Mr.
remix,
Leo.
which
Mr.
Stanley
Leo,
Eno did with this guy.
Diamond
Mr.
Platinum,
Leo
and
did
Ariel
Jamais
Jamais.
Jamais remix with Flavor too.
That Jammy Jammy remix wasn't a hit. That thing just fell flat.
Hmm.
You know? Yeah,
But do
that.
you think it was wasted? Was it a wasted collaboration?
Yep,
Hmm.
wasted.
Okay.
And
You're afraid
videos
we'd have done a
too,
new song.
wasted. Yeah, they should have just
Yeah.
done a new song. I don't know why
Yeah.
they decided to go with. Maybe Flavor decided, agreed that if he has to do a song with Mr. Leo, it would be that Jammy Jammy remix. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
those were the terms of the
Yeah.
collaboration. Nobody knows. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. So King Clinton drops out for King Clinton. That's somebody new coming in.
Okay, a newcomer, a newcomer.
Yeah. So it says the problem with us Cameroonians is that we don't support our own musicians.
We support them, but we are not confident in them. The problem is not
Mm-hmm.
supporting. The problem
Mm-hmm.
is feeling confident enough to present Cameroon songs. We are among strangers, like foreigners, like other artists, like other guys in Africa. That's the
Mm-hmm.
problem. That's where the thing is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I would say, but we are getting better. We are really
Hmm.
getting better. I'm telling you, I know of people who didn't really care about the Cameroonian entertainment industry, but you get into their cars or you go to their houses,
Yeah.
they play the Cameroonian music and they are really hyping it up. So we are getting
Mm.
better. I think the more songs that come out that we feel like meet up to the international standard, the more we become proud of what we produce back home and the more we have that Cameroonian pride. And Jike agrees with him, like, yeah, King Clinton is right, and he says totally wasted. I think referring to the collaborations, that the collaborations were totally wasted.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
My Way was wasted. The one with Flavor was wasted. Which one again? Even the Kolela Petit that Dima Franco.
Franco did Kola
Franco
Petit remix.
wanted with Davido. Yeah, Davido reached out. He wanted to do a collaboration like Kolela Petit remix. You've not heard what happened?
Yeah, no, I didn't know about that.
Okay, I know talk disrespect because it's nobody's business.
Right?
That one is important. If he had to do with something about Cameroon, because that thing was, it would have still just been another wasted collaboration like the rest. But he tried to reach
Mm-hmm.
Franco and he could not reach Franco directly to make it happen. So
Mm-hmm.
if not, we would have had Kolela Petit featuring Davido when Davido just had, I think it was that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was when he had that song that he wanted. Then Kolela Petit took off, blew up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know about this. I didn't know
yeah,
there was supposed to be a collaboration.
yeah.
Yeah.
Davido actually said he reached out. He was trying to reach Franco, but there's no way. So it killed the whole possibility of it having a
Mm-hmm.
collaboration.
Yeah. Did you see that recent tweet from Kosi where he just tweeted the at Davido
Davido, call
call
me.
me?
Yeah, sorry.
Right. And I'm like, really? I remember I saw a comment saying, you not even say please. You just say at Davido call me.
No,
And some
why,
people are
why,
like,
why
is
would he
it
say please?
why would he say please?
Yeah,
I don't know, like you're
because
reaching out to somebody who is bigger, like has a bigger platform,
mm,
and I think just show the humility and the respect. I think that's why.
mm, mm. Okay, but just as he said, call me, he shouldn't have added please. It's like he's begging for something. But he should have worded
Mm-hmm.
it different, like something, something,
Mm-hmm.
Davido. Can you call me Omo, can you call
Yeah.
me Baba? Or can you call me something? But just the fact that
Yeah.
he went direct and said, Davido, call me.
Call
It's not
me.
there, he's going like, okay, he's bold. He's
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he won it. So there's no need adding please. You come off as a sucker.
Yeah, I'm just saying he would have, like you said, he would have worded it differently, put some term
Yeah.
of respect. I'm just saying, like,
Not
this is a
like
bigger
respect, just
brother in
make
the
it like
industry.
no. Yeah. I think yeah, David is older than Kosi. But I
Yeah,
just think
and he has been longer in the
yeah,
industry than Kosi.
I just think he should not like begging, but he
Mm-hmm.
should just make it like acquaintance, like somebody like a colleague, not even like
Mm-hmm.
it's yeah, just make it like a colleague. So Davido may
Mm-hmm.
reciprocate the energy, the same energy.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, but if that collaboration happens, like let me just say, if this turns out and a collaboration happens, Do you think it's going to, like, what do you think about this collaboration? Do you want something to happen like that? Would you like a Davido Kosi collaboration?
Davido, because listening to Davido's style of music, if I would want a collaboration between Davido and Kosi, let me imagine Davido's major songs and Kosi's songs. That depends. They may have something that work best. It cannot be a hit song.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be a hit song, but it will have a song that will work. It will be a song that has a lot of creative minds working on it
Mm-hmm.
to make it actually fit, like the two of them, to make them actually work on one song.
Mm-hmm.
That song may be like a masterpiece, like something for an album, but to actually make it a hit, because most hits needs to be shallow. Most hits just
Mm-hmm.
need to be light. They don't need to have enough material to make you think or reflect or make you teach you something. Like if you see all these great songs, like songs that have somebody's trying to prove their level of creativity and art, those songs don't do well in the streets
Mm-hmm.
or to the common man listening to music.
Yeah.
So for them to
Mm-hmm.
have a hit, those two guys, I don't think they can have a hit if they work together. But they'll produce a great body of work, a great song, a song that when you listen to
Mm-hmm.
both songs, since they have different styles, since Davido needs a lot of production work done, and those kind of
Mm-hmm.
things, yeah, they'll have a good song, a song that will definitely work for them. But for a hit,
Yeah, but I think Davido knows that, like, for a song to be a hit, it needs to be shallow. And a lot of his songs, you see, he goes in that direction, and his songs become hits, right?
yeah.
So I think if he wants to work on a song with Kosi and he wants it to become a hit, then I'll not say that is in the realm of impossible. GK, yeah, you want to say something? But let me just read this thing from GK. He says, Kolera Petit is the only Cameroonian song that was played in Nigerian club here in Washington, D.C.
Hmm.
And okay, yeah. And he goes on to say, Shoyo said the same for Stanley Enokomi. Yeah, Kolera Petit, I feel up to now is like one of the most watched Cameroonian songs on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. Last time
He
I
is the
checked, it
most.
was.
Second is
Yeah.
Kali. Wait, has Kali passed it?
Let me see. Kolela Petit is presently
GK.
at 57 million. Kale, Daphne, Kale Daphne is at what? No, 28 million. Yeah, Kolela Petit is still
It's
more
still
than
the
that.
first, yeah. So
Still the first. Yeah, so it's expected. It's expected. Um, Jike says Shoyo said the same thing. Stanley, call me. Okay. How when did he say that?
show
So we
you.
should know if we're still we should know if we're still waiting for the
Oh
collaboration.
boy, talking about show
Ki-
you. Oh my god.
yeah. King Clinton says we need a collaboration between Magasco and Rude Boy. What do
Yes,
you
no,
think?
those two produce a hit. Fact.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should
Okay.
do an episode like that. If these two make a hit, like we call two names and ask if they can produce a hit. Because
Mm-hmm.
Magasco and Rude Boy, yeah,
Okay. Let me see. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
yeah, no, Magasco and
But
Rude Boy definitely a hit.
yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Hopefully. So yeah, so I think I have actually exhausted my point in this topic.
Yep,
So
that's why we were
the
talking about this topic. When we started this topic, I was like, this topic is it's condensed. It's a condensed topic, like
mm-hmm,
talking about United
mm-hmm,
Africa and collaborations, how collaborations like this. The whole idea of this United Africa thing is to create a link between the small and the big. And what would the small, because the small already has a lot to gain from the big, but what would the big
mm-hmm.
benefit from the small? What will motivate
Yeah.
them to partake in that venture? What will motivate them to be willing to engage in it, because they are good. Okay, some of them can easily export. So to make this
Mm-hmm,
happen, they need to have a common ground. And plus,
mm-hmm,
the record labels those guys are signed to, what would they
mm-hmm,
gain from that venture for letting those guys participate or collaborate with these smaller guys? So
mm-hmm,
that's why I say the thing has a long way to go. It has a lot of hands to shake, a lot of things to turn, like a lot of pockets, like offices to go, a lot of doors to knock down. Like he has a lot of things to go before you even have this United African Entertainment kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are some
Yeah,
guys who will be comfortable where they are and they will not even want to come down again because they don't see what you offer them.
yeah. I'm thinking about it because you asked like, what is the benefit of these big
You know,
guys
we
collaborating with
Africans
the
are like
small
that.
guys? Yeah. So
Hmm.
what would be the benefit of a Nigerian coming to collaborate with a Cameroonian? I understand the benefit of a Nigerian collaborating with somebody, let me say from Ivory Coast,
Yep.
and
No,
let me say,
collaborating with
for
somebody
example,
from Ivory Coast is the same as collaborating with somebody from Cameroon. If a Nigerian collaborates with somebody like Tenor, collaborate with somebody like mm, yeah, Tenor, Daphne, and those guys bring in the French element,
yeah,
collaborate with somebody like Daphne, Nabila, some of the
yeah,
Tenor, yes,
yeah,
those
yeah.
guys will.
I'm
That's
going in
what
the
it is.
direction of like the French fan base, like
That's
hitting
what I'm talking
a
about.
huge French fan base. For example, like Fali Epupa, right? If a
Yeah, yeah.
Nigerian collaborates with somebody like Fali Epupa, you can like, okay, Fali Epupa has this huge French fan base, which I
Mm.
want to tap into that. Now, I'm just saying, like, comparing Fali Epupa fan base to like the fan base some Cameroonian artists have, a Nigerian would likely prefer to collaborate with a Fali Epupa. That's where I'm driving to. So now my point is like, what would be the advantage except, but also, collaboration sometimes is the money that talks, right? If a Cameroonian has the money to give for the collaboration to happen, then it can definitely be possible.
The money
So the
talk,
benefit.
these are collaborations work. The money talk can come in if the artist that you want
Yeah.
to collaborate with, the bigger artist, doesn't see anything that he will benefit from that smaller artist. That's when the money
Mm-hmm.
talk come in. Like you pay me for my service. At that time, you're trying
Yeah.
to pay for promotion. You're paying him
Mm-hmm.
for his collaboration. But if you guys have mutual understanding, like if he has something that he can benefit from you, the
Mm-hmm.
collaboration will just be like trading off songs. Like you collaborate on one of my songs, and we just do two songs and we split them. You take one, I take one.
Mm-hmm.
That's how most of
Mm-hmm.
like these A-listers in the USA, when they want to produce an album, that's what they do. They record like
Mm-hmm.
10 songs, then afterwards they decide who will take which one. Because
Mm-hmm.
this guy already know you have a fan base, I have a fan base. But if a smaller guy wants to collaborate with a bigger guy, that's when you now have like this money talk thing coming in. That's why I'm saying this United Africa thing. We Africans already know how we are. Okay, I think
Mm-hmm.
Njike posted something. I'll let you read it after this, because that's
Mm-hmm.
how some of us Africans, I know the way we Africans are. Like you don't want to collaborate with somebody who has nothing to offer you, who can't bring anything to the table.
Exactly.
Music is business. That's why they call it showbiz. So you're thinking about the business
Mm-hmm.
part of it, because even if you collaborate for free, okay, take it for example, you just have a friend in the industry and you guys collaborate and release the song for
Mm-hmm.
free. The record label that
Mm-hmm.
signed you will strike down the song because they are not making any money from the song.
Yeah.
But if you guys do a trade-off, when you release the song from the guy who has almost the same fan base as you, the money the record label making from that release will also equate the same money you make when you release the song from the other side. Like it's a win-win.
Mm-hmm.
Collaborations, there are a lot of things that go into collaborations. That's why you don't just see
Mm-hmm.
anybody collaborating with anybody. If the thing was just a simple thing to do, everybody will be singing with everybody every day.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Anyway, so GK says we need someone like DJ Cal in Cameroon to first bring some of our artists together.
We have DJ K.
So
Oh,
true.
DJ Kenny. Where's DJ Kenny from? We have DJ Zomanto. DJ Zomanto.
Does he, like, I'm saying, does he, I think what GK is trying to say is like DJ Kawu brings Rihanna,
No, let me tell you how
Justin
DJ
Bieber,
Khaled.
all these rappers together.
Let me
Does
tell
he do
you
that
how.
very thing?
Yeah, you want Jovi and Sarkodie to do a collaboration. We wish that will happen. We only wish that one can happen.
Fingers
But
crossed it
the
happens.
DJ Khaled thing we are talking about, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Those guys don't necessarily stay because DJ Khaled is somebody that they like, yeah. And I agree to his point. Somebody like DJ Khaled to bring those guys together because DJ Khaled is somebody who is likable. He's somebody that when he gets into the room, he wants to turn up the room. He wants to increase the vibration of that room to fit him, like the room to move at his pace. Sometimes it come
Mm-hmm.
off annoying, sometimes it comes off entertaining or funny. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when he gets all
Mm-hmm.
these guys together like friends in these high places and all these friends, those guys don't necessarily sit in the studio to record a song. He may have his beat. He may just be walking around. Father William just play a beat and he hears it and say, "Bro, I like that beat." Okay, send it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just send it to my publicist or put it in my hard drive. He take it. He just receive the beat in his hard drive, and when he hears the beat, sometimes he may just have somebody in mind that can do the hook. He'll just call the person, "Hey, Quay, like Quavo. Hey, Quay, I want you to lay down the hook on this song." And sometimes Quay always asks, like that song, "I'm the one, yeah, I'm the one." Yeah,
Yeah.
Quavo asked who is going to be on the song, and he told him Lil
Mm-hmm.
Wayne and Justin Bieber. Quavo said, "Wayne, I'm down." So sometimes,
Yeah.
even before having Wayne on the song, he'll just tell you Wayne will be on the song. Even Wayne doesn't end up being on the song, but he already has your verse. Because even when, if Wayne's verse was already on the song, he'll remove the verse and send an empty beat to Quavo. And
Mm-hmm.
when Quavo's verse is on the song, he sends an empty beat to Bieber and
Mm-hmm.
everybody. So when
Mm-hmm.
everybody just send their vocals, they put it together and piece it like a song. That's why they call DJ Khaled a producer. Some guy just say, "What is he doing? What does he do?" That's what he does. He get the vocals from all those
Yeah.
guys from the same beat, put them together, and make it a good song. So sometimes those
Yeah.
guys don't necessarily. Sometimes they may not like each other, but even he tried to do it with one guy. I think Pusha T and Lil Wayne, because those two guys have a problem. He had a
Mm-hmm.
verses from two of those guys. Even Rick Ross tried to do it with Pusha T and Lil Wayne. You have verses
Mm-hmm.
from those two guys that don't mess with each other. Then you come together, you put those two verses together, and you release the song. Just because Wayne is cool with you and this guy is cool with you, he won't be mad at
Mm-hmm.
you, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy won't be, like, they'll just let it slide, and sometimes they don't even promote that particular song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just the fact
Yeah.
that the two of you guys are on it. So somebody like DJ Khaled, he works out of like, he's likable, so you can't hate him, even though you hate the guy that's on the song with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now let's take it to a Cameroonian reality, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just say there's this guy who has like he has the beats, he can produce songs,
Mm-hmm.
and then he has the money to give to this artist that I'll give you this amount, be on the song. I'll give you this amount, give you on the song.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can be possible. I think it can happen.
Yeah, you can.
If there's a producer who
The
has the beats,
pride,
has the
but
studio,
just
has
from the
the
track,
money, it can
hey,
happen.
just from the track record, we've noticed that the pride won't let it happen because they've proposed that to Jovi so many times, they've proposed it to many artists so many times, but their pride won't let them do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the pride, like that
Would
shit,
let-
like keep the same energy, that thing will let them do it. So
Mhm.
sometimes
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah, so for me, I think, let me say, if this person starts up with artists who can work together well,
Mm-hmm.
and then he produces like several songs which become hits, and these artists collaborate, and people see the trend of when these artists come together and this man puts a beat together, it
Mm-hmm.
becomes a hit. I think some people who might have been reluctant to jump in and collaborate will actually do it if they see the results of it. So it's possible if
I
somebody takes that initiative.
I
Yeah.
even had something in mind which I almost did, but I don't know what made me not
Mm-hmm.
to do it. To produce a beat or get a beat from somebody like Eddie Dre or Apps or
Mm-hmm.
even IVO, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pay for a feature from Jovi to tell him that I have a song for him to jump on it. When he jumps on it
Yeah.
and I pay him the collaboration fee, I remove his verse, save it, and send the same beat to Stanley. I say I want
Mm-hmm.
Stanley to be on it on the background. Then they just want to hear when the day after the song is coming out, when the song comes out, they just hear both of them on the song.
Uh, what do you think will happen? I
Yeah,
feel like the internet will crash on that day.
it will crash and they will sue my
They'll
ass.
be selling and they'll call you
No, I'll
by.
lose a lot of money. That's lawsuit. They'll sue
Yeah.
me. Yeah, but
Yeah.
because I
Ah.
just came and approached it as a businessman. It's not like I'm a friend or
Mm.
anybody. DJ Khaled can get away with those things because he's a friend to those guys.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he can get
Mm-hmm.
away with it, with doing that thing.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
I really wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I just woke up one morning, something just tell me, Libby, if you try, don't try out.
Put your lawyer. Let him just be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let me see. And we need, okay, someone like the I want Jovi and Sarkodie collaborate. Okay, yeah, we have already read that. So what I was thinking of, if we Cameroonians like we focus on building our industry, which I think that's the route in which we are going,
Mm-hmm.
then we can get to that same level, hopefully someday with Nigeria. Then we get to collaborate with them as equals instead of
Mm-hmm.
getting to collaborate with them as you're helping me, please just do this for me. I mean that can be a way to go, or we can
Mm-hmm.
still go the way of I'll pay you and you jump on the song. And yeah, either ways,
But
I
if
think
you're
we need
paying
to
for a
make.
collaboration, you don't just pay for a collaboration because you want a big artist to be on the song. You should pay for a collaboration because you know it is going to work and help you.
Mm-hmm,
Sometimes they just
mm-hmm,
pay it because they have a big name artist and they just want their vocals on the song. They don't pay it and they don't
mm-hmm,
look at it, they don't think about it as something that is going to work. How is it going to be
mm-hmm,
marketed? Like, see, because some big artists, their names work just with them and their fans.
mm-hmm,
Just having them on your song doesn't guarantee your song being a hit or making it work.
mm-hmm.
So sometimes before paying for a collaboration, like even chasing some big artists, like you just come across a bigger guy, like just because you have the opportunity to meet that guy, you want to collaborate with
Mm-hmm.
him there and then. Can it
Mm-hmm.
work? Like would the song make sense or create an impact? That's what some guys should think about instead of than to waste that money.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, so if the song can make an impact, then you go ahead and do it. But
Yeah.
I have a feeling Nigerians, when they do collaborations with Americans, they pay, right? Like Davido collaborating with Chris Brown, or Tiwa doing this collaboration with
Mm,
Omarion. Do they
listen,
pay?
the story Davido and Chris Brown put online was that Chris Brown actually put on his Instagram that he heard the song. The song was already a dope song. Davido didn't
Mm-hmm.
pay for this feature. I just had to jump on it. Bullshit.
Okay.
Okay, that's what Chris Brown said. And Davido was sitting beside him. Davido said, Davido just made BS. You know
You think he paid?
what? I think
Do you
Def
think
Jam
he
would let
paid?
no Def Jam would not let Chris Brown like somebody that makes the million to give out one free hit song like that without them making any money from it.
Uh-huh.
Royalties were split. There's no such thing as free music in the Western world.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that song, the royalties that came from that song, because I think Davido signed with Sony, I think. Yeah, so
Mm-hmm.
I think the
Mm-hmm. It
royalties
sounds
that
funny.
came from that song, or maybe Chris Brown has an affiliation with Sony and they just had to put those two artists together.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as a free collabo.
Yes, I agree.
Indicator, some of them pay all. There's no
Yeah,
such thing
most
as
of them
free
pay.
collabo. The only
Mm-hmm.
free collabo you can get is you do trade-offs. Trade-off mean you give me a verse and
Mm-hmm.
I give you a verse on your song and my song. That's the only free collabo I
Mm-hmm.
know. There's no collabo as in I just meet you and I record on your song and you leave with it. The record
Yeah, but
label will
I
chase down that song the day they release it.
uh-huh.
Even if
But
you do
I
nothing,
think
you give it out of you give the verse out of free will.
yeah.
You will not put that song out. That's why you hear artists like delaying or push back the album because of clearance. The artists have
Mm-hmm.
said yes, you can use my song, but the clearance has to do with record label and the company,
Mm-hmm.
the team that owns that guy. So
Yeah.
Davido paid McMill, of course, because like I said, there's no free collaboration. Davido said he paid McMill $200,000. Lie cap. Because way back then
Mm-hmm.
Davido was not worth that amount. But he just put it out
Mm-hmm.
there that he paid 200,000 and that's what bloggers were running with it and all that shit. Cap. Even up to today at the level McMill is right now, that's not McMill's feature fee. 200,000 what?
Mm-hmm.
And way back then McMill just had I think a house party as a song as a hit. So
Mm-hmm.
he paid, yeah, he paid, but not the amount these guys were talking about.
Yeah, but I think like if an independent artist who has a big name, for example, Mr. Easy decides that I want to help an upcoming artist, then that one will be a free collaboration, right?
Nope.
It will not still be free.
Mm-mm.
What will happen? How will they do the
Mr.
financial
Easy
transactions?
has an infrastructure behind him. That's why when you said he was an independent artist, I still doubt it. If Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Easy does a song with, for example, the song Stanley and featuring Davido, everybody just think that song is free of charge, like just free.
Mm-hmm.
Davido did that song to Stanley enough because of goodwill, out of goodwill. But the
Mm-hmm.
streams and the revenue from that song was split.
Okay.
That's just it. There can be no payment fee for a collabo, but the royalties and they know that that song may generate revenue because they cannot collaborate with you if that song won't generate any revenue.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if you're just like an upcoming artist who doesn't have any boss to generate the revenue yourself, if they put that song out, the record label of the artist, like because the song just carry your name, the song will just act to you as promotion, but all the royalties that come from that song will be owned by the record label of the bigger artist. Which means the
Mm-hmm.
song is for free. The song belongs to the bigger artist, but you as a small artist, you're just carrying the promotion, like the name, you're just gaining recognition or notoriety from
Yeah.
the song. Yeah.
Okay, King Clinton says, why is it that we don't pay attention to people like Bless B, Mike Monster, and King P? So we actually do pay
We
attention to those
actually
people. I
do pay
think
attention to them.
we did a whole podcast episode just
Talk
dedicated to
all those
artists who
guys.
were,
Then all
yeah,
these
we were
names you're talking about right now, we talked about it. I think we did that on Molly Town 1 year.
exactly, yeah. We did it on Molly Town,
Yeah,
yeah.
maybe you're
So
subscribed to Chakara TV, not Molly Town. So subscribe to Molly Town
yes,
and you'll get part of it because this podcast operates every Monday and Wednesdays on Chakara TV, Thursdays and Friday
mm-hmm,
on Molly Town. So there may be
mm-hmm,
some topics there may be some things that we may be talking about here, and just give some slight hints about it because we talked about them in the last episode. That's why we don't want to expatiate
exactly.
on them here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so to follow our journey, you make sure you subscribe to
To
both
both
channels
channels, yeah.
because yeah, we alternate. So Danielle Samba says, what happens if Chris Brown and Kosi collaborate? So what happens? Kosi Kosi gains more
Ah,
following. He gains more popularity. Chris Brown is signed under Def Jam. They make
yeah,
some money from it. Yeah, so I guess that's what happens. Cameroon gets a
yeah.
wider area on the map.
Kosi has nothing to offer Chris Brown right now. That's just a simple fact. I know that when I say things like this, guys always say disrespect,
Right.
but it is the fact. Okay, prove me wrong. What can Kosi offer Chris Brown right now? Unless Chris
Mm.
Brown does it out of the goodness of his heart. Though it will
Mm-hmm.
not be free of charge because the record label own all the royalties that come from the song because Chris Brown's
Yeah.
name is the name driving the traffic to the song, bringing the streams and the revenue. All the revenue will go to Def Jam. But Kosi may gain
Mm-hmm.
some new fans. That may just be the only benefit. But if it
Exactly.
happens, if it happens, because I don't see anything Chris Brown or Def Jam will benefit from that collaboration. It is all about the record
Yeah.
label, not the artist.
You know, something has just come to my mind. I remember one of our previous episodes, we spoke about these artists from South Africa or Nigeria being able to be on platforms like Breakfast Club or
Yeah.
Sway in the
That's to
morning.
see.
Yeah, so I'm Nasisi and the rest. So
Casper
I'm
Guest,
thinking,
aka yeah,
yeah. Do
yeah,
you think, like, if, let me say, for example, Kosi collaborates with Chris Brown, it would increase the chances of his team having discussions with these platforms for him
yeah,
to be on, to
one
be featured on
hundred,
those platforms?
yeah, one
Yeah.
hundred, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely.
Yeah, so I think Kosi or Cameroonian artists collaborating with international people would really give them more opportunities. It might not
Yeah.
just be the
For
finance for a
example,
start.
see
Like,
Salatiel when Salatiel collaborated with Beyonce on that water. Do you know Salatiel's
mhm.
Spotify streams went up to 5 million?
Really?
Yep, his annual
Okay.
Spotify streams, and he had I think 300K new fans on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
Above
Mm-hmm.
50K, I think he had new listeners. That's why he wanted to release that international album that he did at Yagayo and he failed. Because he just
Okay.
believed that maybe he's at a point where he can capitalize. Like he already has this international boss, this small international boss. He wanted to run with
Mm-hmm.
it. He didn't
Mm-hmm.
know that it failed. That's why he ran back to his comfort zone, Anita. But
Yeah.
it
I
spiked. His
remember when,
streams really spiked.
yeah. Yeah, I remember when he was featured on France 24, when they were
Mhm.
introducing him, they were like, okay, this is a guy from Cameroon. He just featured on the Beyonce album. So
Mm,
it's like that's how they were introducing him to their audience. So it
mm.
it not only gave him that increase in stream
The
numbers, it also
cosign,
opened a lot
and
of doors for
it
him.
has the
Yeah.
cosign onto his resume that he has a song with Beyonce.
Exactly. Exactly. So paying for that collaboration is actually, like, for example, Salatiel didn't pay to be on Beyonce's album, right? He
Nope,
didn't
he
pay for
did not.
that.
No, he did
Yeah.
not.
Beyonce actually contacted him.
Beyonce is at a point of her life where she is Beyonce. Like if she just says she wants, she takes songs for everybody from everybody. Like all those songs on that project, she took them from people, not like she composed them. All those songs she took them from people like St. John. She took a song from St. John. Burna Boy had a complete song, his song. They just had to put it on that album, Beyonce's album, but it was just Burna Boy on it, nobody else. So Beyonce just took songs from guys that wanted to represent that soundtrack that has something to do like with Africa. So she just took all those tracks and maybe she can add vocals on them. Some she may not even add vocals. She may just say, okay, we are signing that this song belongs to Beyonce now because she's Beyonce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's at that level where she wants to give back.
Yeah.
So Clinton says, Delibimo, I want you to put hit battle between Jovi and Stanley Eno. That should be the first. That would get like a lot of.
If I'm hosting it, okay, those artists will not be there, but I can do it on Instagram and or maybe Facebook and play those songs.
Yeah.
But it will be biased because I don't know, because if you have those artists doing it themselves, okay, if you have them doing it, this guy will know that, okay, when that guy play this song, I know the kind of song I'll come back with. Like I know the kind of song I'll play next. If this guy come with a song that moves the crowd, that gives more comments or fire emojis or strikes in the comment section, I know the kind of song that I'll come back with to make guys and say, oh shit. But
yeah, this person's better.
Doing it by myself. Okay. Hello, Eric. There's a new Eric here. Eric Asongani. Is it the artist?
It's Eric. It's Eric.
It's
Eric. Yeah.
Eric,
you're welcome now. Welcome.
So if I'm the person doing it, the collaboration, like the hit battle myself, if I play this song, it will be up to me to say, okay, let me play this one to see if it will match up, and I'll be biased, and I may not pick. I'll just be doing it based on my opinion that this song compares to this one. This song has the same impact as this one. This song, it will not be fun when you have them doing it.
Yeah, but like for example, what these other platforms do is I remember when it was hit between
because both
battle
like
of
Jovi's first album and Stanley Eno's first album. Track 1 to the last track. I can do that one if you have to do hit battles like that. I can do it. Or I can go with Jovi singles with Stanley Eno singles.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is like when these guys did Wizkid and Vybz Kartel, that was like the first hit battle. That's the first one I got to witness. It was this radio platform.
A radio
I think it's no Signals Radio. I think that was the name of the radio station. They did live on YouTube. So what they did is they had these two presenters.
You guys are watching right now, okay? If you want me to do a Jovi and Stanley Eno hit battle, just drop fire emoji down there. The number of, if I have 6 fire emojis down there.
Let him do it. Put thumbs up.
I'll do promotion. I'll do a sponsored art on the video. I'll sponsor the video on Facebook so you can reach more guys as possible. Okay. If that's it. And I'll
I think it would be great. Like if you do the first one with those kind of 2 popular names, it would just set this pace of upward trend for the whole show. So I think it would be great. Do it. So guys, put thumbs up or put like emoji, whatever. Let him do it.
Anything. If I have it there and there, it's a go. I just set a date. Just choose one weekend that everybody is at home, you know? Yeah, there's DJ, DJ Lifestyle.
You see. You see, do it. Like I will be there.
No, that's what we were thinking when T-Pain was going against Lil Jon. We all knew T-Pain would smoke Lil Jon. But when the thing started, I started hearing songs that I said, oh, I forgot this was Lil Jon's song.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, and Lil Jon, I think it was 20-2. Like Lil Jon smashed T-Pain. So you don't know. When I start playing those songs, you feel that they hit different than the way you'll be listening it. Like when you listen by yourself. So the fire emojis, I already have fire emoji. I have another emoji. I have I already have guys that really want to
do it. That. Yeah, I think it will be great. I think it will be something that a lot of people tune into, and it will be like a show which could proceed, and it will also bring a lot of promotion to the songs. So Linton says, just wondering how much one can pay Beyonce. Like, how much do you think if somebody has to collaborate with Beyonce, how much do you think somebody will need to pay for a
Beyonce
Beyonce
doesn't collaborate.
collaboration?
Beyonce doesn't collaborate now for money. She can't collaborate. She doesn't do it. If you have to pay her to collaborate, she won't collaborate. It means she doesn't like it, and you're trying to force her to
Okay.
do it. If she
Mm-hmm.
collaborates on your song, it's something that she liked and she wants to be on it,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
something she has the time to do it. Like that, I got the keys. DJ Khaled song. DJ Khaled
Mm-hmm.
gave was talking with Jay Z, and he gave Jay Z that song. Jay Z just said, "Okay, I'll just see if the Queen will jump on it."
Yeah. Right.
Exact quotes.
Yeah.
So he presented the
Yeah.
song to Beyonce. Beyonce said, I'll jump on it. It stayed for almost 6 months. Then Jay Z wanted to hear, she recorded it and said, okay, I'm finished with it. You can take it. So that's how it is.
Mm-hmm.
If she does not feel passionate to jump on a song, just forget about it. It won't happen.
Yeah, yeah,
If you have to
like
pay her,
the
it won't happen.
Megan Thee Stallion Savage, when they asked Megan like how did it happen, she was like Beyonce just called, her team
Yeah.
called and was like, I like the song, I want to jump on the song. So I think that's
Even
what she does now. But
Salatiel Water, they reached out.
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
you see, if they want you, they will reach out.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
if you have to pay her to be on the project with her, and then it's not
So
worth your
I
time.
guess her collaboration now is just priceless. Like there's
Yeah,
no price for it.
yeah, it's just about how passionate she feels about it.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have been going on for more than an hour now. So this
Hmm.
is really becoming very long. So thank you guys for tuning in and all the comments like that. Remember there was one point in that when I said I don't know what to say again about this topic. And I was like,
Yep,
I
and
was
I had
actually
to
I
ginger again, squeeze it up for you
yeah.
to talk. Yeah, that's how it
Yeah.
is. That's
Yeah.
the whole essence of a collaborative project. You
And
see,
that's what I wanted to
collaboration.
say
We
to
are
you
talking
last
about
time.
music collaboration, and this is a collaboration. You see the advantage
This
of
is the this is
collaboration.
what we are talking about. Last time I wanted to actually say something in the live chat, but I don't know, I didn't just say it because remember last time I had a problem with my phone, then you had to end the show.
Yeah,
I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh God, this is why it's really good to have somebody to collaborate with. Because
yeah,
just imagine if I was doing it alone, like we would have closed the show.
yeah.
I was watching behind the scenes, and when you said, okay, you're done, I had to end the whole stream and things. So it was just a whole beautiful thing, yeah.
Mm,
So collaboration is very important, and we are doing it. We are leading the way and showing the example.
yeah.
So thank you guys. Also, your comments, like we want the show to be interactive. So
Eric
Eric
said
is saying, I would
he
like to
wants to see how
see
Jobu beat Stanley.
how
I'll
Joby
do it. I think I'll
how
set
Joby
a
beat
date. I think
Stanley.
a date a month before the actual day, which I'll do it. So I'll take a
Mm-hmm.
whole month to promote it. So if
Mm-hmm.
those two guys don't want to be part of it, or if they don't want it to happen, they'll reach out and tell me to stop it. But if they don't
Yeah.
say anything, it'll go through.
Yeah. That Danielle Samba says, why did Stanley Eno leave the rap game? Has he
Stanley
left?
Enos still call himself a rapper, man.
Has he left? Like
He still call himself
he
a
has not
rapper.
left. I think
Yeah, he
it's
hasn't
more
left.
people saying he has left than him saying he has
Yeah,
left. He has not left.
exactly. He hasn't left yet. Well,
Yeah, he has not left. Like if I remember there was this girl from Decoded TV, she was saying she googled rappers in Cameroon and the only two names were Stanley Eno and Pete Bakadi. And a lot of people were like, what?
Njike said,
Like
let
if
me
you
interview
Google,
Jovi. Njike, I
does
haven't
Joby even
reached
do
out.
interviews anymore?
No, I haven't reached out yet. But I
Uh-huh.
still, before I reach out to somebody, like when this whole episode started, you guys saw me. I was busy, like on my phone. I was trying to, yeah, I was talking with local team manager. Like they kept
Mm-hmm.
replying, giving
Mm-hmm.
me suggestions on how or what they want the episode to be like, blah blah blah. You know, when you have to talk to a big artist, like they have some kind of terms, some kind of things they want you to put in place and shit. So I haven't even approached Jovi yet because I don't know. I don't feel like the reception will be warm. Like the reception may turn me off or piss me off. I'm not ready for the
Mm-hmm.
kind of answer I will get from him. That's why I haven't reached out
Mm-hmm.
yet.
You think he'll turn you down?
He may, and he may not. But I'm uncertain.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I haven't reached out.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, he
You
has.
see, lifetime. I'm sure Jovi will not.
Yeah. So I'm sure Jovi will not accept that you go on with that. Remember, Jovi loves being on his own lane.
Uh,
Okay, yeah.
that
So
thing,
Jovi might not accept the
no,
whole
that
battle.
thing. I'm not even bringing Jovi into Stanley's lane or Stanley into Jovi's lane. It has nothing to do with that. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jikese, let me try to interview him that he's a free guy. Jikese, try. He's a free guy. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
try
you
to
never
bring him on the
know.
Lewis podcast. I'll try.
Yeah.
I think
You
he
never
has an
know.
album coming. He said something about
Yep.
an album, right?
I don't know. I haven't seen that. He said something like that.
About a video or an album.
I know he was promoting Sok Sok, and that was the video that dropped. I don't know. After that, has he been
Yeah,
promoting
after
any other
Sok
album?
Sok, yeah, I think that was Sok Sok because I can only reach out to him when he is about to release a project. And I know before
Mm-hmm.
he releases a project, he must start a beef or some kind of controversy online. That's his own promotion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's so selfish that he doesn't want to share that limelight with anybody at that moment. The only time you can reach him is when he has nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But when he has all those things going on and he has all those beefs and guys talking about him, when you approach him at that moment, he'll just think you want to capitalize on that buzz surrounding his
Yeah.
name at that moment to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's why you see me talking
Yeah.
with guys like right now. I'm talking with Eddie. Eddie have a massive project coming right now, like featuring Blanche Bailey, Rhythms, and
Yeah, I
Chrissy.
saw. I saw. I think it was on
I
Nabil.
never
Nabil was
even knew
advertising the
about the
video.
project when we were talking about jumping on the interview, but I saw it just the day before we started the interview, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
bro, there's something big coming. He said, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I never even knew about it, and that would be a smash. That would be a big look for his team and like his
Mm-hmm.
whole team. And he explained there's a clip coming up how he explained the way that song came about. I'll just put
Mm-hmm.
it up in a
Mm-hmm.
minute. If you watch the
Yeah.
whole podcast, you probably heard it. But for those guys who may not be
Yeah.
patient enough, or those guys in Cameroon who activate just 100 francs for data,
Come
I'll
on,
just
like
put the
don't
clip.
throw the shade. Not necessary to throw that shade.
No, I'm not throwing
Not
shade. I'm
necessary.
not throwing shade. I'm just saying things
Uh-huh.
that happen. Like some guys prefer to watch short music videos for 3 minutes than to watch a podcast for
Mm-hmm.
an hour.
Yeah.
So that's why you see when I put up this podcast, I just get some clips in between and
Mm-hmm.
put them online so you can get everything.
Yeah. Jike says you can try Renice first. Yeah, so
Yeah, I
I
can
think
try.
you can
Renice is
try, yeah, with Renice.
Mancon. We can speak the same dialect with Renice. Yeah, we
Right. You
can
you
come.
can
Yeah,
contact her using the dialect. So she'll be
yeah,
like, this is my brother.
yeah. I can talk with Renice. Even though,
Yeah.
but I've tried it before, and Jovi said I should contact Soldier. I remember I've talked with Jovi before, and he said I should talk with Soldier. He gave me Soldier's number. I think I've deleted
Okay.
it.
Why?
It has been long, almost 5 years.
Okay.
I think I deleted it. Even Renice, same thing. I'll just check on my phone because I always back up all those things in my Google Drive. And I buy a new phone, all
Mm-hmm.
those contacts come back. I'll just check and see if I still have Soldier's number. If I have it, I'll
Yeah.
reach out.
Yeah. So
Soldier or Rachel,
Danielle
I have
says,
their number.
yeah. Danielle says, why does Jovi not do international collaborations? I think he
He has
does, but
done
mostly with
them. I have a
yeah.
video this morning. I woke up pissed off at Jovi. I wanted to do
Why?
like my vlog today, like waking up, cleaning my house, cooking my food, and then I just saw that shit, and I was like, I think I'll just be airing my mind during this my vlog, and the vlog will go on my channel. There'll be more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's where I'll be putting my vlog. So for all you guys watching, if you like to follow my vlog, just subscribe to There'll be more. So
Okay. So you're saying you woke up pissed off by Jovi.
pissed off
Why?
at Jovi because he was insulting Ellen Photo, saying she never helped him. Joanna
Oh
magazine.
yeah.
I know I've
Yeah.
followed those two guys right from
Yeah.
Dawn for Quad Days. She has done a lot
Uh-huh.
for Jovi than even Jovi is willing to accept. That's why some guys say that guy is
Yeah.
selfish.
Yeah, like there's actually a video I'm going to be dropping. I finish editing it today, where like the tweet and what people are saying. Apparently, there was a whole she helped him with Yusufa and other things. So
Yeah,
look out for that. That's going to be coming up. Hopefully today I'm going to finish editing it.
yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he said that like she didn't help me. Like I was like, what?
That she helped
Really?
Samuel
Like
Eto'o
really?
and Natalie Kwa. Fuck you. You don't even. Don't worry. When I break down that whole thing,
What?
you understand what she did and
Calm
how you
down.
came to where you are right now.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it this morning, but I just had some. I just said no. Let me not carry this bad vibe and destroy everything I have to do today. Because
Yeah.
that's disrespect. I'll
But he
do
has
that
deleted
later.
the tweet. He has deleted the tweet. I think his team spoke to him. He has deleted the tweet. Yeah. Jige says they have a baby together. Yeah, they do actually have a baby together, and that's what people are saying. Like, this is a an issue between a couple, like we don't want to get involved in whatever.
If it
So
is an if it
anyway,
is a, wait, if it is an issue between a couple, then why did you tweet about it? Why did you put it online? That's why I say
but he has
Jovi is a
deleted
grown
it.
ass
I
man.
think
It's a kid in a grown ass man's body. That's just what I have to say.
yeah. um, DJ Ejap says, but why Jovi they say no? I
I
think
really don't know.
I don't think Jovi is really that way. I just think it's his marketing strategy. I think that's the persona he's putting out for the world. And someone, I remember there was this tweet where this girl was comparing him to Burna Boy. Uh, and you see Burna Boy has like his whole followers who are like diehard kind of followers, and he really says crazy things and goes at people. I think that's the very trend Jovi is following.
No,
And
Jovi's
I
trend is Kanye West, and Kanye West now has gone the God route and the church route, and Jovi doesn't want to go the church route, so he has taken the
yeah,
Takashi 69 route. If you guys don't know
yeah.
who Takashi 69 is, just Google it.
Yeah, look at Takashi. He went live on Instagram, and they were like, that was the highest number of
Yeah,
viewers like
and it
ever on
was.
Instagram live. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
and I
it's
don't think anybody will break it for the next 5 years.
yeah. So it's a strategy which has been proven to work. So I think that's what he's doing. But I think behind the scenes, he's not really that person. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I just believe that behind the scenes, he might not be that person. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's doing it for the buzz. Okay, guys.
So
So yeah, we have been going for really long now. This is 1 hour 50 minutes. Thank you all for tuning in. But I know, like, if somebody comments, I'll probably say something again. But like,
Alright. And I
I
like
don't
the
know what's
great
up.
listen guys, listen. I like the
Uh,
support you guys have been giving this contrast podcast because right from the first day we started talking between ourselves, and that first episode was I think 40 minutes or 30 something minutes. The next
mhm.
day we had, let me tell you guys, that's why I appreciate it guys. The next day we had GK, this next day we had Eric, the other day we had is it Trezor from Boya. Then we started
Yeah,
having you
sure.
guys coming up. That's why every day
You
we
had
always call you
Fallon.
guys
Yeah.
Fallon. You know Fallon, you've
Mm-hmm.
seen Fallon before, but don't worry,
Mm-hmm.
it's a long story.
Okay.
So, yeah, but I appreciate you guys for supporting. That's why at the end of every episode, I just say if after listening or watching the episode, if the episode was useful or if you had something to learn from it, just share it on your Facebook. Just click one share on your Facebook. That's it. And bring new people to the family so it can be interactive like this. We can share more like DJ is what? DJ what? I just said
DJ
DJ
Jab.
lifestyle. I just said DJ Ejap's
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle. Sorry, the name
Mm-hmm.
is too long, complicated, and one word. That's why I'm fucked up. I be countryman now. Whether you said pronounce GK fine. So yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, I appreciate GK. I appreciate Eric. I appreciate Trezor and you, DJ Lifestyle. I hope you stick around. I hope you subscribe to
Danielle.
Molitown
Yeah.
so we keep the family going. Daniel Samba, you two, you're another one. Woo.
King
Clinton.
Clinton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys keep the contrast family going, and
Mm-hmm.
the rate at which this thing is going and the rate at which you guys are supporting this will be the biggest show in Cameroon like in the next 4 to 5 months. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
I always give
Mm-hmm.
my predictions and I don't fail because when I know what you guys do and if I know this is Sidera man the love missile countryman. But
Right.
if from the predictions I have and from the kind of support you guys are giving, if the support
Mm-hmm.
keeps going the same way as it is going in the next 5 months, this will be the biggest podcast, Cameroon
Mm-hmm.
podcast on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like you guys have a big role to play.
Yeah, you
I
guys have
have
a
been
big
a
role to play.
subscriber since. Oh,
So
awesome.
just as we started this live, we've done this live I think for 2 or 3 weeks. I think
Mm-hmm.
this live version of it.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
see how
Mm-hmm.
grown, see how far the thing has gone. Like see how interactive the thing has been up to now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
imagine us doing it again for 2 months, and the more
Yeah.
people come to the family, like more Erics, more GKs, more Clintons, more Fallon Mo. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
somebody's calling. I think we have to
Yeah.
go now. I've gone past my curfew time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Before we go, King Clinton says the next topic it should be female MCs in Cameroon. So yeah, we'll
Okay, yeah,
probably do that.
and ladies,
And
big
we
topic.
yeah, and that will be on Molitown. So
Yeah,
guys, if you're watching and you have not yet subscribed to Molitown, go subscribe
yeah,
because
subscribe.
tomorrow now, yeah, tomorrow we're on Molitown. Yeah.
Yeah, subscribe
So
to
we'll probably be
Molitown, and
talking about
tomorrow we'll be on
female
Molitown.
MCs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
to keep the family
So thank you
going.
guys. Thank you for tuning in. We have to leave you guys right now. Like we said, we appreciate it. Go subscribe, and we are always looking forward to your suggestions because we are making this interactive, and we
And
want
if
you
there's any
guys to
topic
be
you guys want us to
part
talk
of it.
about, just
Yeah.
drop in the comment box below. We'll see it. Okay?
Yeah,
And we can talk
yeah,
about it
and
on the next episode.
you guys said we should talk about all these artists like Blessed B, which we have been talking about, but you realize that if this is shared, this podcast will have a greater audience, then we are going to, when we talk about these
Go.
people, they're also going to have a bigger following. So share and let them come in. So DJ Ejab says, please talk about MC Charlene. MC Charlene. So we are going to do more research about MC Charlene, and
Charlene,
definitely
then we
we'll be
can
talking
talk
about
about
that
her on the next episode. Because
next
right now
episode. So
we are about to go out. Like, I'm past my curfew time and they are calling me already. Like, I think I should get a manager that will do my time management. I already have a manager, by the way.
you need that. You need a team. You need a manager. You need a personal assistant. Like every
Muff.
time when I talk to you, you're always like, I have many things going.
I'll mute you. What the fuck?
Oh, Kosi will be a star in the next 5 years. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Like, thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Daniel Samba. Thank you, Eric. Thank you,
Thank you, guys.
Clinton.
Thank you.